Oh, what an interesting video that I'm currently consuming off camera with no audio coming out of the video and no headphones either. Almost as if I'm not actually watching a video off camera and this is just an intro skit. That would be ridiculous. I just hope that I don't get caught consuming this very funny piece of content. Oh no, I've been caught red-handed. But at the same time, you've also been caught. Because what are you currently doing? The only way that you would know that I've been caught is if you're currently watching me get caught by a video. So what's up with that? Listen, consuming content is great. I've learned the majority of the things that I need in order to become successful through videos. But with having access to such a huge platform of free videos that have so much value in them, you also get a global attention crisis. Not to get political or anything. If I were to put a security camera in your bedroom, not in a weird way, right, just for a social experiment, I promise, and then you were to sit down at your desk, like I am currently, watching a YouTube video, or a video from any platform, what would we see on that footage? I can bet that we'd probably see you stand up after about a minute of being present, go and do some stanky leg, or something, maybe a T-pose. There you go, flex your bicep in the mirror, do some push-ups, start staring at something on the wall. Either way, we'd probably see some special activities. We were to show that footage to all 8 billion people on the planet. I think a very large portion of them would maybe consider that you were on the spectrum. I think you know which spectrum I'm talking about. And if you don't, that proves it even more. Listen, maybe I'm being too harsh. Okay, maybe you're not as bad as that. However, you have clicked on this video, meaning you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, and you thought, that's for me. In this video, I'm going to be kindly gifting to you 5. That's how many fingers I have on one hand. I have 7 on the other one. 5 tips on how you can consume your content properly. To not just be a complete brain dead zombie or an autist zombie. That would be a good movie. Autistic zombies. Throughout the video, I'll be using my CPA method, which, if you're not familiar, which you wouldn't be, because you've never seen me before, stands for countdown, pause, and action. Essentially, at the end of each tip, there will be a countdown on either corner of the screen, probably that one, I guess, but I haven't edited yet, obviously. There'll be a countdown, and when that countdown gets to 0, you'll have the ability to pause the video and take whatever action I've told you to take. It's going to make this video way more productively consumable, as there'll be a literal call to action. Without further ado, tip number 1. I think I can I hear tip number 1 come in? I think I can. You have to start every single video by analysing whether it's useful or useless. Now obviously what is useful will vary from person to person depending on where your goals are. For example, if you're someone who is currently looking into starting an online business, you see a video that's titled 8 business models for beginners or something clickbaity like that, that video might be useful for you. It's useful towards your current goal. If you're someone who is later on in building a business, you have your business model, you see the same 8 business models for beginners video, maybe that isn't useful for you. Maybe if you click that and watch it, that's just productive procrastination. Videos such as gaming let's plays, or just gaming videos in general, Mr. Beast challenge videos, furry ASMR sleep comfort. That one's not on the script. Don't know where that one came from. That was a total brain mishap. Where was I? Useful or useless? Got it. When it comes to short form content, I think you should stay away from all forms of from all types of short form content. I'm actually autistic. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Don't get any of your information from short form content because there's almost never going to be more pros than there are cons. Just when it comes to how much it screws with your dopamine receptors, how much it screws with your focus, how easily you can get sucked into just doom scrolling. Stick to longer form content. I say that the longer the content, the better. What I would ask myself before clicking on any video that I'm about to give 15 minutes of my time to, will this video provide me with any sort of value, any sort of information that I can absorb and put forward towards my current goal to propel me further. Is this video currently that you're watching, is this useful? Yes, keep watching. So I want you to take some action right now, which means there's a timer up there currently. I know I can literally see it. I'm actually autistic. I want you to open YouTube on a completely different tab. Look through your recommended page. If you find that majority of the videos in your recommended have nothing to do with your current goals, I want you to do one of two things. Go into your history and just completely delete your history on that account so that all of the recommended videos are sort of reset, and you have like a... YouTube has this thing now where like if you do delete all of your history on YouTube, it doesn't give you like the generic sort of Mr. Beast videos, like the ones that just do good on your home screen like they would with a new user. I think you actually have to sort of type, so I might be wrong, but I think you actually have to type something in to get a recommended page. Or the second thing, the thing that I did, the thing that I would suggest that you do instead, make an entire new YouTube account, one that is dedicated specifically to consuming only to learn about what's currently going to get you further towards achieving this specific goal. Countdown should probably be close to 0 right now. When it gets on 0, pause and do it. Alright, once that's done, let's go to tip number 2. You remember at the beginning of the video when I maybe called you disabled? Do you remember that? Good times. Well, unfortunately, you still are. However, that can be changed right now, which is awesome. You've likely fidgeted, gotten distracted, done some friggin' TikTok dance during the course of this video already, and we're like 6 minutes in. But from now on, I want you to stare into my eyes. But not in like a friggin' weird way. We're just bros, right? That just occasionally like to look each other in the eyes. Nothing fucking weird about that. No, but seriously, treat me like a human being. Treat everyone's videos like they're human beings. Treat yourself like a human being. When you're consuming content, when you're watching these videos, you're here to learn, but you want to learn something from the person in this video. Treat it like you want to learn something from me. Look me in the eyes as if we're having a parasocial conversation. Once again, just don't make it weird. Okay, stop making it weird. Presence is crucial throughout everything in life. I don't know if you can hear that. Mum's hoovering. She's decided to hoover right now. What the frick video? What the frick, Mom? What the frick? Moms, alright. This is where you could take some action right now, and it doesn't require a timer. For the remainder of this video, I want you to treat presence as though it's reps in the gym. I want you to try your best to remain keeping eye contact with me for the remainder of the video. However, we don't expect you to be perfect. You will look away, you will look at your wall. But what's important is that you become aware at some point during getting distracted, and then you lock back on one rep. And then, you know, you get distracted, a minute later, you look around, you lock on again, that's another rep. The more repetitions that you do, the higher your awareness becomes. Do that for the remainder of the video. Tip number 3, note taking. The effectiveness of this one, it will vary from video to video. I'd say longer form content is easier to sit down and study and take notes from. Videos like this that are maybe medium length are a bit harder, but not impossible. And it's actually very beneficial. I actually have 2 notepads. 2 A4 notepads on my desk at all times. One of them, when I'm sat down at the end of the day and I have my learning time, I take notes on every single video that I watch. The reason why I do this, 60% of what you write is remembered, like what you write down on paper is remembered, whereas only 20% of what you hear is remembered. That's a 3 times increase. And it makes sense because if you think it's one thing, being present and absorbing the information and hearing it, but then it's another thing having to redistribute what you've absorbed back onto paper in your own words. It's what the teachers would tell us in school. You know, they're kind of right. So with that being said, let me take some action right now. I want you to get a pen and paper, an entire notepad being on your desk at all times, or, you know, wherever you watch these videos would be more desirable. And I want you to go the rest of the video taking notes on each step, trying to drain as much information from this video as you can, redistribute it back onto paper. If you really don't have access to pen and paper, I guess your phone is fine. Let's get to tip number 4. Can I hear tip number 4 come in? I think I can. You are studying, not consuming. Let that sink in. No, seriously. Let him in. He's knocking the door. When you consume content, I would say 99% of the time, you should only be consuming to learn. If you want to get the furthest because of this, you should begin to retrain your brain when it comes to video consumption. I want you to make sure that you've implemented tip number 1, where you either refreshed your history or made an entire new account, because from now on, you are only going to consume videos to learn. Video consumption and websites like YouTube in general are going to be treated specifically like a course. You click on each video, implementing steps 2 and 3, where you're fully present, ready to take notes, and you learn. Honestly, if you implement all 4 steps so far into every single video, like especially this one, you really start to treat video consumption and consumption in general as like just a studying thing, you're gonna get so much further than if you just waste a lot of your time consuming completely useless content all the time. The final step, and my favorite step personally, are browsing extensions. Now I want to make it clear, there is no affiliation in this video. It's my first video, so I don't have anything to offer. I'm actually autistic. I just really like these services. Stay Free is the first one, and you might have heard of it. There are a few other services like this one. I personally use this one. What this extension allows you to do is essentially put blocks on different websites, or time limits, or you can whitelist and blacklist certain websites, or it has a feature where you can customize exactly what your YouTube website looks like, allowing you to remove things, add things. For me personally, I have it so that when I first go onto YouTube, there are no recommended videos, no thumbnails. It's literally just the search bar at the top. So I go on and I'm like, I can't be distracted by, you know, all the different pretty thumbnails. I just go on and I'm forced to type in the search bar specifically what I need, what I want to research about, what I want to spend this next hour and a half that I have at the end of my day learning about. Along with that, I have everything off essentially, apart from just the video that I'm currently watching and the search bar at the top. You can of course take this however seriously you want. Maybe you want the thumbnails, but for me, I just wanted to limit every tiny bit of distraction that I possibly could. I'll show you actually what mine looks like. I'll use my little editing skills and put a friggin' screen recording or something up. It's no biggie. I personally consume all of my content on YouTube. The second browser extension, this one I haven't used as much, and I only discovered it very recently, but it's actually Reader by Readwise, I'm pretty sure. Now what this extension allows you to do is you can copy the link of a video from, I'm pretty sure, any platform. Copy the link of a video into the extension, and it will give you the entire transcript of the video. If you're somebody that wants to take that really, like that big extra step towards making sure that your dopamine receptors are always balanced, making sure that you're as focused as you possibly can be, this extension is really for you. And instead of having to watch your videos, you can just read them. For me personally, at least right now in my life, I enjoy having my information a bit faster, a bit quicker from a video. I'll leave the links to both down in the description, which is what YouTubers say. Link in the description. The action that I want you to take right now. See the countdown? See, yeah. I know you got scared then we saw the countdown. Like, oh, is my PC gonna blow up? I want you to go down into the description or just search it. Download at least one of those browser extensions. I would suggest Stay Free because I think that one's awesome. Content consumption is fantastic. Like I said at the start of the video, I get so much of my information from watching videos as opposed to actually reading. It's faster, can be so valuable, but it also comes with that added risk of getting too distracted, frying your dopamine receptors, abusing the value of having something like YouTube for free, over consuming. If you do take all of the action in this video, you did start taking notes and you were trying to be present, and you do that for all the other videos, I have huge respect for you. I think that you're going to get so much further than the people that didn't. It's a productive title. This is a productive video, but it's only going to be productive if you consume it productive. One of the main aspects that I'm going to bring to all of my videos is I'm going to try and make them as productively consumable as possible. That's why I started with this specific one. I want you to be engaged. I want you to actually learn what I'm teaching. Feedback down in the comment section is always appreciate it. Cheeky little call to action. It also kind of boosts the algorithm for me. So I've heard. Little birdie told me. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Cue fucking epic YouTuber outro music. Because I'm a YouTuber, so I could do that. I'm actually autistic.